Hey guys, welcome to our channel. So today we're going to talk about insecurities. There's so many people going through a lot of insecurities, and society keeps on, adding to that insecurity instead of helping more than show people. We just we're going to share as well from one another, like if you've ever had an insecurity, how did you overcome it, and how can we help best someone out there who's just facing, who does not know how to deal with it. This can come from your upbringing. Maybe you were bullied at a very young age, and that sound is still in your mind, and it's preventing you from living life fully, or just moving on and living the life that God has created you to live. How can we, have you guys experienced any insecurities in life, or somebody that has, even not mentioning their name, and how can somebody else out there might be able to relate to it, and how did you overcome it? And if you have not overcome it, what are you doing now, or how can we help you in a way? We're not psychologists, it's not a one way, it's not a full answer, but just from my experiences, man, everyone is beating everyone else down in society, which should not be the case.
Insecurities. Okay, I personally grew up, and I think for the longest time, being criticized about my complexion. Like, it's too dark, So at some point, I started feeling like lighter people are prettier, and unfortunately, also when we were growing up, it was always, models were always what, lighter in color, and people that participate in people that are winning these pageants and whatever, they're always light people. So at some point, and even in high school, guys, that's a few years back, like
10 years back.
High school average. I remember when we were in class, there was this other person. He was a guy, and he used to, like, that's one thing he really used to hit on when it comes to me, and it's because he knew I react to it. So I think that's also one thing. When you give something too much attention, people will realize, okay, this is where it hurts the most. So for me, it has always been my complexion. It has always been I've been too dark, and when you take pictures, I was so, like, really careful, man. If we take a picture, the first thing I think I'm the darkest in this pic. It went that deep, but then God came through, honey. Melanins. I mean, now it's our time now.
Yes.
Honey. Tables have turned. Yeah, tables have turned, and luckily for me, or for people like me that have had insecurities because of their skin color, now everybody what people are turning now. So it's now
that you didn't bleach that.
No, honey, that's one thing. But I did think about bleaching at some time because it was just too much, But luckily, it's our time now.
That's so touching. I like the fact that you said, when it comes to, you mentioned something, not like it, but you mentioned something that person in your class would bully you on your color, because of your color, and because he knew you'd react. And that's one thing, what I've learned with my insecurities is, like, whatever I face, if you have accepted your flaws, no one can use them against you. In that moment, he knew that it would always bother you. And to me, that's key. That's one of the steps that the moment you know, listen, I'm dark, and I'm beautiful, and that's the way I am, and I cannot change it. If you are not happy about my complexion, then sorry, nothing I can do with you. Then it helps you to embrace what you are, and that what people think it's something that's not good, or it's not perfect in their eyes. If you take it that in my eyes it's perfect, it's easier. Day by day it gets a bit easier to live with your insecurities. Penny, were you ever bullied? Is there any insecurities even now, and how are you handling it?
Yes, all my life, I think I have a few insecurities. Like,
go, you're pretty.
Go. No, seriously. No, seriously. Like I've always been insecure about three things.
I can say one. Must be one.
My feet, guys.
Really?
Yeah,
but
how
did they, when we say okay, your feet, no, continue, let me not disturb you.
Yeah, like for instance, like from high school to varsity, I can't.
Only what take is.
Your shoes custom made.
It's not even that. It's like I can't even walk in front of people. Like at a very flat surface, I would mistrap. Like I'm so conscious, about my feet, that I would even trip myself over.
You're just afraid that people are
like I'm afraid
that the shape is it you don't like
everything.
No, I want to understand.
Everything.
I feel like
But
has
someone ever pointed it
yeah,
out?
did somebody and did it prevent you from wearing sandals, for example, or from?
Yeah, I only started like recently appreciating my things.
Yeah.
I realized that yes, the feet is there. There's really nothing much I can do about it. I can't even steal somebody's feet and leave them mine. I made peace with that part. So what I do is I just put manicure on it and
in love,
I just embrace it really. And I think also my lips.
What?
Yeah, my lips and my eyes. Yes,
Wow.
those are features that I've always been bullied about. Like I'll be called names. Some people still know those names. I won't even say that name because in case one of my
bullies
gets to call me that again, and I have to
no,
do
you have power.
flashback.
They can say it.
Yeah, but really, honestly, insecurities about my lips and my eyes. I would hide them at times, like when I'm talking.
Are they too small, too big, too what?
No, my lips are too full.
Oh, it's full lips.
Yeah, it's very
But
full.
it's our turn now.
Yeah, exactly. It's our time
Okay,
now.
I don't want full lips, but
People want full lips.
like that's
Yeah, it's like when I meet people, that's the first thing they look at, and I'm always conscious, or I always feel like they're looking at that. Maybe they will even be like, that girl with full lips, that girl with big eyes. But I've actually come to terms with all of this because I realized that there's really not much I can do about it, but I can appreciate them. And I see now people actually do want full lips, and I'm like, I got them, you know?
I didn't have to pay for them.
Yeah, say that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Me, it's always been my complexion, like Agnes. So growing up, I've always been bullied about my complexion, especially in primary school. Oh my gosh, it was bad. Yeah. So every time you walk past people, I don't know, you always look down because you just expecting that one person to shout like Blackie or what? It was terrible. Kiwi, it's horrible.
Whose child is there?
I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe because people are being kids and during that time they don't really understand. Or I don't know how they are brought up, but somehow I somehow take it back, like to I don't want to make it like a racial thing, but back to when maybe we're like colonized or to like from way back that white people are better than
we were taught. We were taught that in a way that lighter is better, darker is not.
So it came from
it's
that.
A black market.
Yeah, it's a black market. So I think it came from that. So now at the stage where I am, I think I don't really blame them. Like previously, I would be like, what's wrong with these people? Like they just wanna be mean. But I think it's just how we brought up that. Even when your child is born, or just now, just in general, if you just see someone giving birth or they've given birth, people are always like, is it a light baby? Or when they come out, they'll be like, oh, that child is so dark. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, it's a thing.
Or like they would say a comment, oh, it's gonna be a darker baby because the ears are having a dark mark now, or they have hair in their ears, and they're like, and why are you pointing it out? It should be a good thing. It's a black child.
But I think it comes from back then.
So you feel like the way people that are bullying you or like
especially when it comes to color thing, I think it's a thing that comes from like deep, like the closer you are to lighter, the more pretty you are or better.
If I can say, I don't even really think it's a thing of being colonized. It's a thing of, because like Agnes said, the pictures that were coming out then, if it's Miss Universe, it was the light Miss Universe. If it was Miss whatever, it was that light person.
But it comes back to that then, because that's what they put out there, that they are better than.
Oh, okay.
But you know what the weirdest thing is? It's funny, like I like of late, not of late, but how do you call it, man? Like it wasn't so back ago, a long time ago. I have a friend. I mean, I would like to think this person is educated and sensitive. This person says to me, I was seeing somebody that time. The person was also my complexion, and they're like, why is this really what you want to do to your kids? You guys want your kids to come out with it? But this is my friend, and this is somebody also that's not, she's light, yes, but everything else,
okay,
I could have
you could have also thrown.
I could have also just said, and
this might
won't have this. Yes. So I also just think people should really be sensitive. There's nothing I can do about it. Just like you have your body, there's nothing you can do about it. That's how you are. We can't as much as we say we have to, yes, you have to own your flaws, or it's not flaws, you have to own what people, who you are. If you're on the other side, also just be sensitive about what you say to people. You can't exactly just throw out words because you think that's how you feel. I could have also just said it and say,
I feel like, and another thing, I think people that really brings out, from my, like in my personal experience, insecurities were brought out in two ways. Sometimes it's me myself, I just feel like I don't make it in society. I'm an amputee, so it's like the way you wear your jeans, are they fine? Or I can only wear jeans and I can't wear shorts, because if I wear shorts I go out in town and people are just looking at you. And then there are those that people just point it out there. Those are hurt people. Hurt people. Because they are hurting now, they plan to hurt you. I mean, you walk past by a place and then somebody says, oh, what a beautiful woman, but she's limping. I'm like, those things, and like you're saying it out loud, and I'm like, and you don't even know when this happened to me. It could have happened just yesterday, like 2 months ago, and now you're saying it, and I'm not at that level of accepting what you're saying, and it's hurting me fully. I could have easily gone and I'm committing suicide because it's just too much. Life is too much. I can walk out in town and be just like anybody else. I walk out of my house thinking I'm just gonna grab bread. Then I go and then somebody else is reminding me that something is maybe not right with me. So really, I just feel like hurt people, obviously, then you take it, if you take it from the point that they are hurting, that's why, you know, they need to point out my insecurities in order for them to feel much better. Sometimes it's those people, and I don't know how you deal with that now. You love them back, or you just ignore them,
sometimes they also have insecurities, so they're trying to cover their insecurity with yours, so they just see yours, and I don't know.
But with me, there are times where I really just stand up and walk up to the person. I'm like, excuse me, did you just say that now? It's very impolite. Please don't ever say that to me, to anyone, because I am here today. It's been 20 years. I'm over it. But if it happened to somebody 3 years ago, 2 years ago, you cannot say that to people. It's insensitive and whatever. I would walk up to somebody and tell them, but most of the people walk away and then you'll be hurt, and then you go live life limited because you can't now. If somebody else said something, I can't go to town for the next month. I must send somebody or something in that line. So I don't know, society, people out there, we really just learn. We should learn. There are certain things we're not going to be able to change at all. Live with it. Don't, whatever people say, just block them off.
And also, sometimes you don't know what the person is going through. I mean, maybe the person is really, let me say a person that is big in size. Maybe they are having some sort of disease. It's not like how they want to be.
Maybe they're eating too much, but I just have my body, my genes are just...
And then you come up there and then you tell the person, no,
you're so fat.
You're so skinny. You have no idea what the person is going through. So, and I also just feel like, in conclusion, somehow, like bringing up your kids, maybe teach them better.
In a better way. How do you deal with it?
Yes, because I mean, kids or just people that are being bullied, they commit suicide. Like even small kids, imagine.
Like just because they can't handle that pressure.
Yes, it gets too much. I'm telling you, there's a point in my life where I didn't just want to go to school. Because you know, they'll just be that comment when you're like, you're just like, or you, sometimes even when you're in class and you have, they're like, any question, you have one, but you know you won't make it because you know
then the whole attention is on you.
So you don't do anything, you don't say anything, you're just going on. So I think we should bring up our kids better, or just
I think if we are raised in that way, raise people with love, let them respect other people, and then as they grow, it's easier for them to be sensitive to people's feelings, to people's the way they look, to people's it's just, if we spread that love, that message of love, and bring up our kids in that manner, I think it can make it happen. But then you find out it's grown people that somebody making a comment.
That's why I said,
look at that dark woman, and then you're just like, now what?
Am I too dark?
Dark for who?
But also, I think we should also learn to love ourselves. Then,
yes.
I mean, I just figured how to do that. Maybe now we're already grown, so it doesn't bother me anymore. When someone comes to me and says such a thing, it's not like it would hurt me like previously in the past. So I think, I don't know, does it get better? Okay. Do you think does it get better?
Yeah, I feel like also that if you have been a victim of being bullied, when you have your own kids and you notice something that you feel they will be bullied about, you start teaching your child to love that specific part more. So when you wake up, you're like, oh, baby, beautiful eyes. You know these eyes, they're so big. Your kid is most likely to be called Froggy. So you'll be like, your eyes are very beautiful and stuff. When old, no, seriously,
cold.
It's cold out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's just learn to love ourselves. You are perfect the way you are, guys.
Yes.
Please, advise us more in the comments and
tell us what you want to
hear more.
Also tell us what you guys have been bullied about.
Yes.
Or
when
your
there's
experiences.
power in speaking about your story. Only you can own it.
Yes.
So share, love, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yes.
Let's get to how many? 150
million.
200 subscribers.
200 subscribers. Please, guys.